This constitutes a security hazard.
Thunderbird 1, International Rescue Spearhead Reconnaissance Rocket capable of flying at 15,000 miles an hour, transporting Scott Tracy and his mobile control unit to the danger zone. Oh boy. This particular toy of Thunderbird 1 is the Supersize Soundtech Vivid Imaginations playset from 1999, possibly the year 2000. This is the exact one that I had as a very, very small kid watching Thunderbirds for the first time, and oh my goodness me. First of all, I'm amazed that this thing is 25 years old. That just is horrifying to me. Also, just how well it's kind of held up. The interesting thing about this is it's discoloured. The plastic has kind of gone a funny colour, but only on one side. It looks okay on that side, but that side not so much. And I'm pretty sure that's because I used to display it in front of a window. So I'm pretty sure that side would be facing the sun, all the time. And so it has gone a funny colour, but only on one side. But that doesn't bother me. That really doesn't bother me. I still think it looks incredible. I love this toy. I think it's so good. I've just put batteries in it. There was 25 years worth of battery corrosion sitting in there, so I had to clean that up. Lemon juice and rubbing alcohol, that's the key to cleaning up battery corrosion if you're interested. Wow. Okay, let's dig into this thing because there's a lot to go over. There's a lot hidden away inside. So it's about, I don't know, a bit longer than a foot long. So probably the biggest Thunderbird 1 toy that had been produced up until that point. It's beautifully detailed. I love all of the panel work that's on here that's been etched into the plastic. I think the colouring is great. The lettering, the crispness of the lettering on here, and the fact that the font is all correct. Really, really nice. Obviously, as with so many Thunderbirds toys and models and things like that, trying to base it off of what you see in the TV series is actually really, really difficult because over the course of making the show, the Thunderbird 1 studio models would change. They would get different paint jobs as the series went on. So, trying to pick one style and going with that must have been really, really difficult when they were coming up with these, but they've clearly tried to replicate it as it was seen at the beginning of the series with the launch version of it. And I think when you stand it up like that, it looks like it does in the opening titles in the main launch sequence. So that's really, really nice. I just think overall this thing is really really impressive. You've got thrusters at the back looking like that. You've got all the tail fins and things like that all on there really, really nicely. The nose cone is made of a sort of slightly softer sort of rubbery type plastic so that it doesn't sort of snap off or anything like that. Really, really great, and it's got some fantastic play features. First of all, we should run through the sound effects, shall we? So we've got two buttons on the front here, so I'm just going to press those and we'll see what comes out. So it's kind of a takeoff and in-flight option there, which goes for quite a while, has to be said. And then, I can't remember which button I've already pressed. Let's try this one.
I hope we're not too late, Father.
Ooh.
FAB, Virgil. Mobile control to Thunderbird 2. Every second counts.
That's some
Stand by, Virgil.
authentic Shane Rimmer right there.
I hope we're not too late, Father. FAB,
Oh, that's
Virgil.
lovely. Those sounds are really, really great. Yeah, fantastic to have some Scott phrases in there, of course. And then one other sound feature. When you open the wings up, it makes a landing sound, and the reason it makes a landing sound, and what I think is one of the little features that makes this a particularly special Thunderbird 1 toy, is the fact that it has in the wings, folded away, a couple of landing legs. You just don't get that on so many other Thunderbird 1 toys, but this one does have it. It's got skids on the bottom. Thunderbird 1 is shown often with either skids or wheels. They've gone for skids on this case. And as you can see, if I put it down like that, it's perfect. It's absolutely spot on. It sits just like you would expect it to in the TV show. And I can't express enough how satisfying it is to be able to take a Thunderbird 1 toy and just do that with it. Because obviously with smaller Thunderbird 1 toys, you just have to sort of display it standing up like that. So the fact that you can take it and do that with it, for me, that is just such a nice touch, and it just adds so much to it. You can actually imagine this thing coming into land. Let's play the sound effect again. Down it goes. Touches down, just like that. Love it. So satisfying. I think that's great. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah. Wonderful stuff. Now, there's some more features going on in here, so let's go and take a look inside the cockpit first of all. There's basically two flaps that open up in the main body. So let's open this one up, and inside we have a little cockpit for Scott Tracy himself to sit inside, and it's going to be really hard for me to show you this on camera. Fortunately, you're going to have some close-up photos for you to take a look at, but it's a lovely little space for Scott Tracy to sit inside. And one of the things again, tiny little details that I really love about this is the fact that you can open up that hatch in the side and you can actually see Scott Tracy sitting in there at his pilot's seat, ready to go. And what's really clever about this is the chair, and I don't know how I'm going to show you this on camera, but if you tilt it up, the seat tilts with it and changes to horizontal and vertical flight. And I can actually take the chair out. It kind of slots in there quite nicely. So I'm going to take the chair out so you can get a closer look at it. A beautiful little, very simple but very effective recreation of Scott's pilot chair. And as you can see, if I can sort of demonstrate it like this, it just tilts up and down as it changes from horizontal to vertical flight. I think it's a little bit difficult to get across on camera, but it works so well. I really love that. I think that's such a clever little feature that just sets this apart as something really quite special. And then of course sitting inside the chair is Scott himself, a tiny little minifigure version of Scott that just is in scale really nicely with the rest of the set. He can stand up there just by himself. Let's move all of this back a little bit so you can see it a bit better. He just stands up there by himself. Really fits nicely with the whole thing, and of course is in, it's the same type of figure that we got with all of the different Supersize Thunderbirds sets, and also the Captain Scarlet and the Stingray one as well. I can't ask for much better than that to have it compatible across all the different series. I think that's really nice. Love these little figures. I think they're really wonderful. Can't ask for much better than that. And then, parked away inside, I should actually just mention the cockpit. The detailing is basically all done with stickers, so there's a couple of stickers inside there that I really can't show you that clearly on camera, but you'll be able to see little photos off to the side here showing you the screen and, just some of the extra detail in there as well. I think that's excellent. Really well done. Now, parked lower down in a sort of cargo area, we have some cargo for Thunderbird 1, and I really love it's stashed like that. I think that's really clever, and it's got two things with it, two pieces of Thunderbird 1 ephemera to go with it. So we have Scott's hoverbike, which is done in a lovely red, and as you can see, he sits in the hover chair just like that. And there we are, and it's really nicely detailed. It just looks exactly like a hoverbike from the TV series. It looks so good. It's such a good idea for an accessory for Thunderbird 1. I think that's really nice indeed. And then, also stashed away in there, of course, we have the mobile control unit, and it's a really nice little replica of Scott's mobile control unit, which you could even sit him in the little chair just so he could sit there and command rescue missions from from his little chair. And it's even got like this little sliding panel that folds in and out just in case you want to configure it in a slightly different way, and it's got stickers with all the little screens and buttons and levers and things like that on there, but there's also a few buttons that have actually been molded into the plastic as well. But the seat is really accurate, like it looks just like it did in the TV series. I just love this. I think that's just above and beyond what they needed to include in a playset like this. I just think it's great, the level of accuracy and detail that they tried to work into this toy. It is a toy after all. It's not meant to be like a scale model or anything like that. It is just meant to be a plaything. The fact that they went above and beyond for this is really superb. And yeah, it all stashes away really nicely as well. Like the fact that you even got the fact they've even gone further than what you got in the TV series itself, of actually showing that Thunderbird 1 has a cargo bay. You never actually saw that in the TV show itself, but they managed to include one there. So let's just pop everything away now. Let's put Scott back in his chair, and let's put the chair back inside Thunderbird 1. And let's see if I can get that in there. It is fiddly, I'll say that much. It is really fiddly. But you can close everything up there. Let's fold the legs away. These legs, God, I don't know how they've managed it, but after 25 years, and this thing has been well loved, the plastic is still holding up. It hasn't snapped or broken or anything yet. But yeah, wings fold away like that. Oh, Scott's fallen out of his chair. Oh no. Can't have that. We can't have Scott falling out of his chair. Let's see. Let's put him away. Come on. Get back in there. Get back in. Get back in. Come on. Come on, Scott. That's it. There we go. He's back in his chair now. Fold away. So there we go. That is the Soundtech Supersize Thunderbird 1 playset from Vivid Imaginations. What a lovely thing. I really love this. It's one of my favourite Thunderbirds toys ever produced. Let me know in the comments if you had one of these as a kid or even as a big kid now. And let me know what fun you had with this. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. That's all I have to say. It's just wonderful. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. There's more security hazard minis just like this about all things Jerry Anderson. I also have a podcast that I do with Ben Wolf Page called The Security Hazard Show, where we talk about lots and lots of different Jerry Anderson shows as well. And if you want to see even more, head over to patreon.com/securityhazard. Give what you can, but only if you can, and you can get access to exclusive videos that you won't find anywhere else. But otherwise, that's me for today. I am gonna have some fun flying my Thunderbird 1 around like a big kid, and I will see you in the next video, okay? Take care. Bye for now.
Security hazard negative.